Greetings, denizens of YouTube. Tis be Olin Odinson. Welcome to my channel. Taurus, this shall be your fortnightly message. Stay tuned for the messages that unfold. Oh, goodness. And immediately we have messages for you. Let's just get right into it, shall we? We have the Neomancer. And this is all about little details. And if you can see, there are little fairy eyes creeping in the background. Very hard to tell because this is like almost an energy that thinks it's slick, but you can see it. It's funny. It's almost like I don't know if you guys seen the Vine or a video of that cat that just it goes in the drawer, or I don't know how to explain. Let's use something that they all can understand. Um, just imagine a cat. Just imagine a cat that thinks it's sneaking around. It sees you looking at it, but it's gonna go for the cookie jar anyway, and because it's going slow, maybe you won't see it, but you see it. It's that energy, whatever that is. It's almost like, I don't know. We're just gonna leave that there. It's some of you are working behind the scenes also. Interesting, yeah. So either someone is doing that in your life, you see right through someone, and a card just fell right onto my lap. You see right through them, and then so this might be a male energy that you're dealing with. Masculine energy can be gender or just divine masculine, but I am getting a male energy, so this is not gonna resonate for all, but this is a male energy. If this feels like a relationship, it's almost like you see right through this person. You see right through the crevices of their soul, and this is you, the bright mother energy, Taurus, which is interesting because Taurus is the mother um, energy to my knowledge. But what's interesting, it's the bodacious bodak, which is a father meddling energy. So interesting, but that feels separate. So it's like this is their energy most definitely, and this is you, Taurus. This is your motherly energy, the bright mother, and you're completely, because you've birthed so many things in your life. It's almost like you, whoever I'm connecting with, you have been the source of your own happiness for most of your life. You've been the source of your own happiness, pretty much. So you can, because of that, you've gained certain abilities or gifts or just personality traits that allowed you to see why other people were doing what they were doing, because you are always in this state, whoever I'm connecting with, it feels like you're always in this state of self-analysis. Yeah, it's like you're always in a state of perfecting yourself. Interesting. You're always in a state of perfecting yourself. Because of that, I'm seeing gears. Like I'm seeing someone who works with clocks, or someone who works with gear, a mechanist. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Mechanist. Uh, Someone who works with machines. Just someone who understands the mind. Someone who understands technology, just how things work. You just understand how things work. You understand how things are created. You create, so you understand how things are created, pretty much. And whoever you're dealing with, Taurus, it feels like they're trying to move you in certain directions in your life. What interesting, that's coming in loudly. And it's almost like you're I'm hearing standoffish. It's almost like they're perceiving you as standoffish, which feels like a misinterpretation. Interesting. It feels like a misinterpretation of what your intent is, because it feels like your intent is just to nurture your mother energy here. It's just to create, and it's almost like whatever your actions are not clear to this individual, so it's almost like they're over the paper just slid there. It's like they're over analyzing. They're looking at every little detail and not understand. Like they're making pretty much whoever I'm connecting with. this male energy, since they're over analyzing your actions, they're trying to create methods to understand it. And those methods to understand it, you see right through it. So it's like through each approach, you're like, not that one, not that one, not that approach, not that approach. Unintentionally, ooh, voice crack. So it's almost like you are just, I'm getting your hard to talk to for them. Interesting. It's like you're hard to approach, but not, yeah, that's it. You're hard to approach for whoever you're dealing with. And they're getting prepared to do something, is what I'm hearing. They're getting prepared to do something. What is that something? Well, not what is, let's just get more clarifier. To communicate, yeah. So they're getting ready to, so they're going that voice crack, that they're getting ready to speak their truth. And to just say everything clearly. Because they're working through, interesting. It's like, look, I'm hearing Pinocchio. They're working through their lives. Interesting. So it's almost like, okay, I'm getting this message pretty loudly. So it's almost like if you were in relationship. So for this one, this feels like someone you were, I'm hearing 3 years or 4 years. If you were in a relationship with this person for 4 years, 4 or 3 years, 4 or 3, that keeps coming up. If they're just now realizing you saw through all of their actions those 4 years, they're like, well, they don't know how to approach that. They're like, oh my god. They're like, so this person, this energy knew, this Taurus knew that I was in this energy when I was saying this completely different thing, or vice versa. However, this is coming into your vibe, Taurus. But it's interesting. They're just getting ready. I don't know if you guys know what I'm trying to say here, but whoever you're dealing with, they're getting ready to communicate, and they're working on it. But no, not buts. They're working through this gloominess, doom, this self-doubt, the self-pity, but they're doubting it. Yes. They're working on communicating, but they're doubting that their form of communication is going to fall again. However, we are getting a courage vibe here, and it's almost like they're stepping into this. I want this. I'm a little upset that this reading doesn't seem to be about the Taurus at all. Interesting. But it's almost like they're mustering up the courage, or just the energy to stand firmly, to be this divine masculine energy. Now let's get some more. That's just all of their energy. Now let's get some energy for you. We have the Odin card, or the patient card, the sage. This energy sits atop of the mountains and gains knowledge through seasons, through centuries, through millennia, and is very, very patient. So you have been very, very patient with this energy. Whoever I'm connecting with, the divine feminine energy here, this feels very sacred counterpart relationship-y. But you've been very patient, and my hands are buzzing now. My hands are buzzing. So it's like, you're just sitting and storing in more of your energy. So it's almost like you're not becoming any weaker from the situation. You're becoming stronger, and it is not in a narcissistic way. It's in a motherly way, because you are essentially forgiving in every aspect, because the mother accepts all unconditionally and sees everything, even acts of faults, as acts of miraculous behavior to unfold in the future. it's a beautiful energy. Because this, I see this energy as the physical reflection of the Divine Mother, and this is the spiritual reflection of the Divine Father. So it's almost like you guys are reflecting, where you have the physical divine energy, and they have the spiritual divine energy. So that being said, it's almost like you're needing to work more on your spiritual and emotional aspect between this dynamic here. So it's like I'm hearing you're needing to have a little more compassion for their process, and not put them down for their faults, or not put them down for their paths, because that is not very encouraging. When you put someone's faults in their face while they're trying to work on themselves, it's only going to perpetuate this state. But when you give them, it's okay, it's alright, man. Don't worry, it's in the past. Like, everybody goes through these things. It's like when you talk to them in a very helpful manner, it encourages them to become the better versions of themselves. Boom. And then we have the Lady of the Harvest and the Singer of Intuition. Yeah, and this is a boom. Like I was saying, for you, it's like they're going through this. You guys are reflecting each other, where they're integrating things into the physical world, and you're integrating things into your spiritual world. So it's like you have a deep, whoever I'm connecting with, you have a deep understanding why everything has happened in your life, but you're needing to work more on accepting that the process of things is miraculous itself, and you accepting the process as being miraculous allows and encourages others to enjoy the process, and ascends things into the rainbow. The seven harmonious frequency of the rainbow. Intuition, which is just the seventh chakra, the crown, the connection to the spiritual world, oracular abilities, spiritual abilities, psychic abilities. So in turn, it's like you accessing more, because whoever I'm connected with, you have a strong connection to the other side, or you just have a strong connection to your emotions, and you are very understanding why you feel what you feel. But it's like you are needing to understand why others feel what they feel, and understand where that feeling that they're feeling is going to end up in, or the potentials of those energies. And we're gonna move on to the Gods and Titans deck. What other messages can we receive for these lovely beyonds? Beyonds. Let me drink some water, because my throat is dry. Oof. And Friday. You guys might really love Friday. Bottom of the deck, confidence. Achilles. So I'm not gonna pull that card, but yeah, that seems to be, because this. I don't. This is. I want the reading to be for Taurus, but it's almost like their energy. It's like, hey, it keeps coming in, and I'm not gonna ignore it when it comes out. But nevertheless, now to I'm seeing it clairvoyantly as if this were the news. Like there, I don't even watch the news, but this is what's coming to my head. It's almost like the person who's supposed to speak is not speaking, because this masculine energy wants to be in your life, and you want them to be in your life too. It's like you're both having this telepathy with each other, but yeah, they keep coming up in your life. They keep coming up. I looked at 1444. It's you guys are there's a lot of love in the situation. My heart chakra feels it right now. It's dense, and I'm feeling it, like I'm feeling it go like this. It's heavy. heavy on the heart too, and it's accepting all of this. Yeah, but anyway, back to that. It's like it's almost like the mind's like, all right, back to you, and every time you say back to you, the mind goes back to them. It's like, all right, no, back to you. Wow, it's 7:44. It's lots of 44, and you know how us light workers feel about the 444, 1111. Add that up, it's 4, harmonious with love. Yeah. Anywho, and 44 is the flow, and we have Poseidon flow with support. So it's almost like you guys are receiving a lot of divine support in this relationship dynamic. This is just a love reading, guys. It's not going anywhere else right now. It is what it is. But you are flowing, and you're just flowing, and you're being assisted into this vibration of flow within this relationship dynamic, and it's almost like accepting what the situation is right now, and understand if it's meant to unfold, it will. But it's almost like it's going to unfold, whoever I'm connecting with, but also you're open to whatever unfolds, and just allowing whatever to come in, and to receive support in any way that it comes in. So I'm getting pretty loudly. Receive support in any way that it comes in. And encourage. So going back to support this energy, support this person you're dealing with, or just support if this is co-work. It could be a co-worker, but if this is work, then just support yourself in this journey, in this process, and allow time to unfold, and not force things to happen. Let it flow when it is meant to flow. Interesting. Wow. I like that. We have the Green Woman. This is the Empress. This is the bibulous energy that just sponge absorbs everything and allows. You might be have manifested something a few new moons back, or maybe you did something in the new moon in Gemini, but this is just what's coming into mind. Your intentions, your manifestations are happening, I'm hearing, and you're needing to give it time. You're needing to let go of what you see. You're needing to let go. You're needing to let go of what you see in the material world, and not let it affect you in your mind. Anything you see in the physical world, if anything, let it inspire you, and let it just appreciate of what is yet to come. That allows this energy, if you're wanting this relationship, or if you're wanting this love, it's clearing. I'm seeing like a pack of seaweed. Just the minute you let go of the material world and what you think something should look like, you allow, and you just allow new experiences to happen, which is the Knight of Vessels, which is the Knight of Cups. So this is that offer of love that you may have been wanting, the offer of love, and it comes in many different ways, and it may come like a roller coaster going up, but that is amazing when you feel it, because the roller coaster hasn't even started yet, is what I'm hearing. Ooh, bitchy R. The roller coaster hasn't even started yet. Has not even started yet. But the moment you let go, you're like, oh, you start receiving love from one direction, another, and then when you influx, cornucopia of gifts. Interesting. Interessante. Did another card fall that I am not aware of? No. King of Stones. Wolf. You might be dealing with a Capricorn. But we have the Wolf here. King of Stones. King of Pentacles. Yeah, another Earth sign, or this is just your energy. Almost said Virgo. Might be dealing with a Virgo, but Taurus. Yeah. Going back to those moons, howling at the moon, manifesting, working with the moon, but in a very grounded way, in a very let way. It's a beautiful mystical vibe I'm getting. You have a very strong connection to the spirit world. Oh, goodness. All right, let's move on to the fairy tarot. Any last messages? And then we have falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Ten of Spring, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. You might want to check last fortnight's Capricorn reading. And then true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Yeah, this reading is just for love. Falling in love suddenly, the Prince of Summer. This might come into fruition around the summertime too, essentially. And what you're going through right now is just the final effects of winter. Um, winter might have been a very dark experience for some of you, which is why this is so hard to let go, whatever it is. But once you let go what happened and completely forgive and accept, yep, look, that winter energy, I didn't even peep that before. But yeah, once you completely let go and howl with the moon and just sing and let in. Ooh. You harmonize. And then the lovers, a true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So this is a return to good communication, a return to healthy communication, a return to a healthy relationship. Tennis ring, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. If you're okay, so if you have a lot of responsibilities in your life, and if you're bringing that stress into your relationship, like I'm hearing there's no time for myself, then communicate that to the person you're dealing with, or that they're needing to communicate that with you. Essentially, not everyone is a mind reader, is what I'm hearing, and there's just healthy communication. It's positive expectations and letting go of the expectations that expect too much. If you're needing a specific thing, you're gonna need to communicate that. Interesting. This is coming in loudly. It's almost like I'm getting a frustrated vibe too. And then I pulled the card Death. Pluto energy here. Yeah, there's a death to a misunderstandings. There's a death to myth. There's a death to myth. So lies that were created. Okay. So someone has created many lies in this dynamic that cause issues, and those need to be let go. That is what needs to die here, or at least transform into something real, something that has been too far from reach needs to be grounded. I don't know what that means at all, but that's what came through. Nevertheless, there is a return to good health in that relationship. In this relationship, true love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, return to good health, falling in love suddenly. So it's almost like an epiphany is gained, like, oh, boom, you forgive them. Boom. Interesting. And then one more. They wanted me to pull. Children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So it's if you took something too much to heart, who's really to blame in that in that situation is what I'm hearing. It's not blaming others and transferring the energies and understanding things unfold in the way that they are meant to, and see things in a higher light, remembering events differently. So if something felt, I'm just saying, like, a chaos. I'm hearing a chaos, storms, a snowstorm that just, if there was a lot of love in the dynamic, it's almost like the snap of a finger, the water turned to ice. Nevertheless, the water is melting, the snow is melting, and a return to good health. I'm getting very positive vibes here, Taurus. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm hearing an eagle. The eagle is swooping in. A lightning will strike. The storm shall pass. Sacrifice and sleep. Perhaps needing to sacrifice old beliefs, or at least momentarily not bringing work into relationships. Having, yeah, that came in loud. Not bringing your belief systems into your relationships. Being completely open-minded. Yup, that came in loud. Being completely open-minded and not needing their perspective to change in order for communication to be operative. Beautiful. I like that. Interesting. So, if this resonated, feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, press the belly bell. My fairy services and my readings are available below. And until the next fortnightly, oh yeah, follow my social media if you feel guided to. Subscribe. Yeah. And until the next fortnightly, Taurus, I say to you farewell.